Hi folks, Mark Allen, BHSpringSolutions here today to share with you the integrated and modular system from BHSpringSolutions. This is specifically the modular or tactical capability part of the integrated and modular system. This is for high power pistols, for 1911 pistols, and all Picatinny rail and mil-spec rail enabled pistols. We're going to get right started, and I want to show you first real quick the components of the modular system. We have a tactical flashlight. We'll talk about each one of these here briefly. The tactical flashlight comes with battery, flashlight, charger, USB enabled charger, and a lanyard that can go or not go on the tactical flashlight. The tactical flashlight comes ready to use for you. All you're going to do is just take off the back plate, take off the little insulator, put that back together, and easy charging. Seems to be really nice long battery life, but that quickly. And these are 5 settings, and do not look into this light. And an adversary at a minimum is going to have a headache if they have this light shined at them or in their eyes. The next thing is a Picatinny rail flashlight support. This Picatinny rail flashlight support comes with 2 sizes of sleeves. I believe that's for a 24 or 25 millimeter flashlight, so you could use a different flashlight than the one we were just talking about. Also comes with an Allen wrench, an extra adjusting screw, and also a Picatinny rail belt holster. This belt holster looks like this, but I'm going to show you how it looks when it's actually in use. This is the Picatinny rail belt holster, the flashlight mount, and the tactical flashlight. And I've been carrying this every day, just as you're seeing it here. It's completely comfortable. I always have an excellent flashlight on me, and it's always very fast accessible. So the way that this system works is, if I want to, I can mount it here on my high power that I just brought out of inside the waistband. And by the way, all of these handguns have been at least triple checked, and all are empty. There's no ammunition here on the table. The way this mounts, you're going to see now I can thumb access my flashlight. I can do all the functions with my high power, and with that in place, or I can take it off. It's mounted with this Picatinny rail support. It looks like this, extremely lightweight, extremely robust. All of these things that I'm showing you in the way of the attachments, the belt holster, the flashlight mount, the Picatinny rail, these were all designed for military and police usage first, and ergonomically these are just tactically superior modular pieces. So the Picatinny rail that's been now mounted to this high power is just negligible in terms of weight. It's extremely lightweight. It doesn't change the pistol or its natural pointing characteristics whatsoever. The next thing that we're going to talk about is back to this belt holster. I have here a laser light show, and I can attach it and carry that if I want to. This flashlight and flashlight support, this can be mounted. This FMX45 has a mil-spec rail system, and you just heard it click into place like that. I can adjust the location of the flashlight in the flashlight support to move it back. It's just one turn of a screw, set it where I want it, and then I'll have it in position for my thumb. This Glock pistol has a Picatinny rail built in, and you see it now on there, and it's very solid. Again, I would adjust this more back to in reach of my thumb, and it's kind of like makes your handgun kind of a command and control system with one hand. The next thing we're going to talk about real quick is the BHSpringSolutions tactical carry bag. You see one of these on me right here, and this is what it looks like. And I'm going to show you how I've been using it now for about 6 months, because if for some reason something happened to this bag today, I'd be counting the days until I had my next one, because this is with me every day, all the time, day and night. And the reason is because of what I carry in it. And this is so usable. I have here my business cards. Many of us need something to carry our business cards in every day. I have my smartphone. We all have one. Need some place to carry it. And in this section, I have my day planner or my notebook. And then in this part of the bag, I have my backup plan. And you see I just accessed it with my left hand. I would not necessarily have to. I could carry it and access it right-handed by cross draw. I could carry it over my shoulder this way and access it either by pulling the paracord with my left, or I can access it one-handed with my right. Also, there is a spare magazine in here. These are two heavyweight elastic bands, really robust, and they are capable of holding a variety of different sizes of pistols. Never in my life have I ever been able to think of how am I going to carry something as substantial as an FNX 45. That would be, if I have two magazines and one in the pipe, I've got 31 rounds of 45 ammunition that I'm carrying. I can do that comfortably with this carry bag. I can also use this carry bag comfortably with my Glock 22. I can use it comfortably with a 1911 full size, maybe a 1911 officer's model. All of these really just fit well. There's a 4-inch compact high power, 4-inch barrel compact high power, and these really just work out. But here lately, I've been focusing on increasing my ambidextrous skills. So this carry bag, we all hear about and sometimes have conversation about what is the best backup gun. Well, my contention is the best backup gun is a backup plan. And in this instance, what you've just seen is a primary, take your pick. Here inside the waistband, it's a high power design pistol. And in here, I have a backup high power with the capability of carrying along with me a backup magazine that would go in either handgun. So this is the backup plan that I have had afforded to me because it's just not comfortable to try to carry two full-size high powers inside the waistband. And it's also probably not very tactical because the rationale or the reason statistically for a backup plan or a backup gun is not because you're going to run out of ammunition in your primary. The chances of that happening are highly, highly, highly unlikely. And if that did happen, well, you couldn't have a better backup plan than to have the same primary as a backup and have a spare magazine that can go in either one. There's a rationale that if there's ever a point where you're down to your backup gun, things are really, really bad. And the probability is you've had your primary taken from you either by an adversary who has overcome you physically or some other way that has been lost from your control. This tactical carry bag carried over my shoulder has some security here because of how it's carried, and it's also very stealthy. I've had very many people say, I would have never guessed you were carrying a full-size firearm in that bag. It just doesn't look like that would be possible. So I have really enjoyed this. It adds a completely different dimension to my carry. These modular pieces also. One more thing I want to mention, you folks with high powers, you don't have Picatinny rails unless you add a Picatinny rail to your pistol. BHSpringSolutions is doing free overnight usage of this RDIH frame drilling machine, and what it does is it makes it very fast to accurately drill and tap the holes that are necessary in the frame for use of the Picatinny rail. We just did that here recently on this one that I have inside the waistband. It turned out just absolutely perfect. It's a good looking addition, and it is ultimately very, very usable as you see. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Allen, BHSpringSolutions, and this is the integrated and modular system from BHSpringSolutions. BH Spring Solutions, LLC.